If you're wanting to be a YouTuber but you have no idea where to start, don't worry, I've got you covered because today I will be showing you exactly how to set up your channel in a way that guarantees views and subscribers. Alright, let's not waste any more time, but before we start, please hit that like and sub button because this is the first video on my new channel. Okay, let's hop right into it. Okay, the first thing that you have to do is create a YouTube account, and then now you can find the YouTube studio. This right here is going to be your dashboard. This is where everything happens. And the first thing that you want to do is head to this customization tab. You won't have this stuff right here with the daily ideas, keyword, and all this stuff. This is from a separate tool that I use. I'll let you guys know in a future video what that tool is, and I'll go into detail on that. But first, you have to go to the customization tab. That's where we need to start. And the number one thing that we have to do now is actually decide on our name. This is very, very important. You have to make sure that you don't have anything like periods or commas or underscores or anything like that. It has to make sure that you have none of that in your name. Make sure that whatever you do, whatever you choose is available where you do not have to use periods or commas. There are very, very few circumstances where periods, underscores, and things like that will actually be okay for the channel, but for the most part, stick to the rule where you do not use that. Also, if you have a name, for example, if your name you want it to be something like Vince, where it's a very common name, somebody else will have it. What you can do, what I would recommend, is instead of putting a dot or an underscore or something like that, just write official at the end. That makes it super clean. Sometimes it's not available, so you can try something like YouTube or anything else. You can just see, you can put it back to Lujo, which is what my username is. But yeah, you can pretty much switch it to anything that you want as long as you don't have a period. That is my one piece of advice. So figure out your name, put your name in here and your username, and now we can move on to the description. In the description, it is very important, arguably one of the most important things that you have, and this is the description right here that I have gone for. It is very good. I use it for pretty much all of my channels, a very similar thing. The only thing that you guys got to switch right here, I'll leave this in the description by the way, is you got to switch the emoji, switch it to something that fits your niche. If you're a soccer gamer, or if you're a, I don't know, makeup or something, switch the emoji right here to that niche. Other than that, you can pretty much leave the entire thing, other than, of course, switch this to whatever your niche is. But everything else is perfectly fine, and then obviously switch your email right here. The next thing that you want to do is scroll down right here and go to the links. This is where you can put your social medias. This is important, but it doesn't really do too much. It's only there just to kind of hope that maybe one day somebody will click on your social media. But for the most part, they don't really find your social media from here. It's from the descriptions and videos and things like that. But if you want to, you can put your Instagram, your TikTok, and everything there. Then add your contact info and make sure you have a video watermark that is just the YouTube logo. I've tested this out many times, and I found out that if you use your profile picture here, you get way worse results when it comes to subscribers rather than if you use a YouTube icon, because on that YouTube icon, people can click directly there and just hit subscribe, which is way more simple, and everybody seems to like this a lot better when it comes to my results in all my tests. Also, make sure this is on for the entire video. It just helps out with engagement and things like that. But now's another crucial thing that you have to do, and it is figure out the actual look of your channel, meaning that you have to do your profile picture and you have to do your banner image. Both of these are very important for you to get down because this is what people are going to see first when they go to your channel. Your profile picture is the most important, but then second is your banner. When you want to get your banner, the one thing that I recommend that you do is go straight to a website called Canva. In this website right here, you can pretty much do everything. This is where I make my thumbnails. I'm not sponsored by this, by the way. This is where I make my thumbnails, all my profile pics, all my banners, everything like that works from here. This is honestly the best thing, and it's free. I have the pro version, but free works completely fine, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to make a good profile pic. First, the one thing that you want to do is decide if you want to be the face of the channel or if you want it to be faceless. If it's faceless, you're going to need a profile pic. If it's a face, you can pretty much just put any picture that you like of yourself as your profile pic. As long as you can see your head and your actual face, it's perfectly fine. Don't do like a faraway pic or a mirror pic or anything like that. It doesn't work nearly as well. Make sure you can see your face. And then, so if you're on Canva right here, the one thing that you want to do is you want to search up Instagram profile pic. I know we're on YouTube, but it'll come up as Instagram profile picture right here. Then once you're here, if you're a faceless channel, or even if you're a face channel, you can choose these templates. These are all free unless you see that crown right there, which is the Canva Pro. But for the most part, there is a lot. If you're a faceless channel though, and you don't have that little picture that you can put in here, all you got to do is search up your niche. For example, I'm just going to search up gaming, and there's a bunch of options right here. And the way I would make it is put one of these. For example, put something like this. Let's just say, oh, that's Canva Pro. But that's okay. Just put anything that you want that you can find. Let's just say this. Take out the circle icon, leave it like this in the picture, and then drag and drop a background. You don't have to worry about this little section right here, the PS5 controller. You can kind of just delete that for now. But the one thing that I would do is search up a color. If I were doing a YouTube channel once again, I would stick to the blue color. It tends to work the best when it comes to gaming. If you're a makeup artist, stick to pink or purple. It's just the colors that seem to work best. Or yellow. Yellow is also really good for makeup artists as well. I have done a faceless makeup channel before, so I know what works when it comes to this. But if you want to search this up, make sure you just choose a color. So choose blue for now. Go to graphics right here, and then go to photos. And if you find a good photo that you like, that's just a good background color, drag it in. And now, if you're faceless, as you can see, there is a Canva watermark, but that's because I have the Pro, so I can just drop and drag something else. In terms of your name, if your name is, for example, Vince, which is what my channel is, you can just drag and drop your name in here, and this is where the magic happens. You go right in here, and you find a font that looks good. There are plenty of fonts that you can use. You can literally just leave it like this. Like, honestly, as simple as this is, it's super clickable. Like, if I see this as somebody's profile pic, I could click on it. It's super simple. I know exactly what's happening here. I know this guy's name is Vince. Everything is totally fine. If you also want to add something in the background, for example, finance, which is what this channel is kind of going to be about, go to finance, get a graphic, something like this, something like money, and put it in the background right here, and then drag the transparency down. And now you have a background like this. This is what the profile pic looks like. I'll go into better detail in future videos on how to create an amazing profile pic, but this is pretty solid for now. But now that this is done, you have to do your banner. And you want to head back to the homepage and search up banner this time for YouTube. And then it should come up right here. It is this one right here. Make sure when you are exporting, you make it this size. Like, you don't want to download this into a different size just because this is the size that YouTube wants you to have. So make sure it is in this size right here for sure. In terms of everything else, when it comes to making this, it is the same method. You want to go into design and you want to choose one of these. I'm a finance person, so I could just search the word finance, but for the most part, I find it better. Yeah, oops, finance. I find it better just to not do finance because a lot of these are very, very basic, not as cool. Honestly, if you look down here, there are some non-finance ones that just look a lot better. For example, something like this is very clean. This is more of a design thing, but you can say something like finance right here and then put your name and boom, now you have a banner. It's super simple, super easy. All of these are made to work on YouTube perfectly. You don't have to touch anything. You just got to switch around the information. And now that you have your banner and your profile pic, head back to YouTube and we'll put them in. So yeah, these are the things that I chose. Obviously, these aren't the ones that I just showed you, but these are just the ones that I am using for the actual channel. Right here is my banner and right here is my profile pic. Now the channel is coming to life. What you want to do now is not look at your channel. You don't have to right now. You want to head to the home tab part. This is so important. Extremely, extremely important. The first thing that you want to do is go add section, channel, trailer. Right now, I don't have any video, but this is just a random video from when I used to do something else on this channel. That's why I have so many subs, even though I just started this channel. But yeah, put a channel trailer, sorry, and put the first video that is the most general video. For example, if you're a finance person and you made a video that just says how to make money, that's your channel trailer. Or make it something like how to sell stocks or something very simple to put as your channel trailer, sorry, and make sure that it's on the top right here. Then same thing with Spotlight and choose the exact same video right here. This is just two random videos that were just on the channel before, and you can make sure that those are at the top. Then you want to put live now. Even if you are not a live streamer, put live now, because if you ever want to do live streaming, it'll appear. If you never live stream, this section will never appear on the channel and you won't have to worry about another person seeing it and it's just empty. It will never appear, so make sure you have that there. Then you want to go for the For You. This is the important one because this will allow YouTube to determine what videos your viewers will actually want to watch. So this is good to be first, then videos, and then popular videos, and then shorts. The reason why you do videos before popular videos is because for the most part, if you're like a gaming person, the video that you just put out is most likely not going to be one of your most popular videos. It's not going to be exponential growth. It's going to be very slow, random growth when it comes to YouTube. So you want to make sure that your actual videos are first. That way your newer videos get pushed out more rather than just your best performing videos. And then you want to put short videos down here. And now we're pretty much good for the channel. You can head to the view channel part and now actually view it. It's looking very good. Of course, I don't have any videos just yet on the channel, but this is very, very good. The community tab is also very helpful. I'll go into further depth on this, on how you can make a channel like 100,000 subs by just doing community. It is a super, super good tactic, and I'll go into that more in the future. Next up though, it is the settings. This is kind of the last thing that you really have to do here. This is important though. This can change whether your channel succeeds or not. And the one thing that you want to do first is head to your currency and switch it. Be really smart with this because, for example, if you are Canadian, put USD. This will allow you to go into the US markets a lot easier. And yes, the conversion issues once you start getting paid will be a little bit weird, but honestly, I've had more success getting more money on monetized channels with US dollar than Canadian dollar just because of the value of my dollar. In terms of the channel, this is where you want to put your country of residence and then your keywords. You can change the country of residence to pretty much anything that you want. YouTube doesn't really do a good job in monitoring this, but for the most part, try to be obviously where you are actually residing. If you have multiple houses in multiple places, you can just put it in one of those places. It doesn't matter. In terms of the keywords, stick to 10. 10 is the perfect amount. If you're a gamer, keep it super simple. Don't put, like for example, if you play FIFA, don't put FIFA, FIFA 25, FIFA 24, FIFA 23. You know, don't go back. Just keep it super general to your niche. If you're doing FIFA, for example, as a gamer, just put gaming, gamer, video games. I like gaming, you know, like something like that, you know, as your keywords rather than these specific games. Same thing with makeup. For example, if you're a makeup influencer, don't put lip gloss, don't put lipstick if that's all you're focusing on. Still put the general stuff like makeup, makeup artist, makeup for you, cheap makeup, all this random stuff in the keywords to fill out your 10 keywords. It's way better to do it generally than to be specific. So keep that in mind when you're doing that. Advanced settings. Make sure you always have the audience to not made for kids. YouTube is so strict about having a video for kids. Just stay away from it completely unless you're educating. If you are being an educator and you want to teach kids something like the alphabet, something like that, like very simple, very kid friendly, then okay, go ahead and choose the channels made for kids. But for the most part, even things like gaming, even if you never swear, you never do anything, they are very, very strict with stuff like this. So make sure it is not made for kids. And you get more views this way, or I've found that you get more views this way anyway. For the most part, you can leave all this stuff off, except make sure that allow viewers to click my content is on. It just helps out a little bit once you start getting some subs. Feature eligibility. Or eligibility, sorry. I cannot talk today, guys. But in terms of the feature eligibility, you have to make sure that all three are enabled. If you don't have all three enabled, you're not going to succeed. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. This is just how YouTube works. You need to have all three active right now. I've never heard of any one of my YouTuber friends or any one of my channels personally succeeding without having all three of these enabled. It is difficult to enable them sometimes. Sometimes, I mean, it takes a while. You got to have your driver's license, all this random stuff. You got to prove your name and all this stuff just to make sure that they know that you're a human and rather than a bot that's just creating a random channel. So that is very important for you because this will allow you to have more daily uploads, live streaming, thumbnails, all this random stuff comes with this feature eligibility right here. In terms of the upload defaults, this is also very important. If you have a channel that does something repetitively, like it just always does the exact same video. For example, it's day 1 of buying a purse, day 2 of buying a purse, day 3 of buying a purse, all this stuff, whatever, just something random. Then you can switch the title to day blank of buying whatever, a purse, because this just say that it'll automatically make your title that. And same thing with description. For the most part, you want to keep these blank just because you want to have a different title and different description every time just to help out with SEO on YouTube. But if you are using the same description, you can fill it out here so that it automatically does this for you every single time. You don't have to refill it out or copy and paste or anything like that after this. Visibility, always put it on private or unlisted. This just means that it's not posted or for the public, so you don't have to worry about accidentally posting something just by uploading it, because if you upload it and press save, it'll automatically post it if it's on public. So make sure it's on private. Tags, leave it blank. You want to switch this every single video just to help out with SEO. You don't want to have the same tags every video. You want to have 15 to 20 tags that are different every single video, that are targeted to whatever your video is doing. In terms of the advanced settings, this is important because there is a category section. This is the only thing that you really have to do here. Everything you can just put to your languages, change the comments, everything is perfectly fine. The only thing is the languages. But the category is probably the most important thing in these settings, just because this will change how YouTube promotes your videos. For now, I have it on how to and style, even though I'm a finance YouTuber, because there is no section right here for finance. You can do people and blogs, which is okay as well. Entertainment is not bad. Gaming you could do if you really want to target gamers only, but for the most part you want to stick to the most obvious category. For example, if you're a gamer, just choose gaming. Don't try to target one of these other niches. It just doesn't work that way. Even if you're a sports gamer, stick to regular gaming. It's just like that. Comment your guys' niche if you guys are having struggles with this. I did have some struggles with this before, but now I've pretty much mastered it when it comes to choosing categories. So you guys can leave your niche in the comments, and I'll comment which one is best for you guys. In terms of the permissions though, that's perfectly fine. You can just put your email and everything. Community moderation, this is only if you have moderators, which if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically people that can like delete comments that are rude, or like post videos, delete videos. That just depends. For the most part, nobody starting YouTube that doesn't already know all this basic stuff that I've been teaching today needs this, unless you are a streamer that are moving to YouTube or something like that. But for the most part, you can leave all this blank like I have right here. Make sure comments are always on. I have noticed that a lot of my fans in my other channels have their comments off. You're not going to grow like this. Unfortunately, you just won't. You need your audience to be able to comment on your posts. Yes, I know a lot of the time there are going to be hate comments and there's going to be like things like that. But the way that I deal with it is I respond to all of the positive comments. And the reason why I do that is because what I've known, or at least in my main channels, when you respond to the positive comments and they see that you're responding to a bunch of positive comments, there's actually way less negative comments. I just noticed that that's the way that it is, just because people realize that, oh, if I give you a positive comment, he'll actually respond to me and stuff like that, and it'll be like, cool, because a YouTuber respond to me. I don't know. That's just the way that I've had. That's the experience that I've had so far. Keep that in mind, but make sure the comments are always on. If you don't want to read hate comments, just, I don't know, honestly. Just put moderation up to very, very strict, honestly. Or you can hold all comments. If you really want to, and you can just choose which comments you want to post, but that's also very time consuming once you get a bigger channel. Moderation, you can keep this the same. I put it on basic sometimes because this is messages in your live chat. But for the most part, I don't live stream, so I don't really need this at all. Agreements, you can keep the same, and that's pretty much it for the settings. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I will be making new videos soon to show you guys how to make a perfect thumbnail, title, etc. So make sure you are subscribed for that. I hope this helped you guys out, and I hope you guys have great success in your YouTube careers. Peace.